channel. I feel like it's been so long since I have done like an introduction because all the videos I've been doing, I have not been introducing myself. I've been talking about me at all, like usually in my introductions and my other videos. So with all the new subscribers, all the new people I've been meeting, I wanted to do a warm introduction. So my name is Talia, but I do go by Smalls. I am 25 years old. I live in Pennsylvania. And I started this YouTube journey, I would say it's been about almost kind of 2 years on and off. So my YouTube channel is all based upon a whole bunch of different shit. Lifestyle, I do a lot of hauls, I do a lot of vlogs of me traveling and things like that. But recently my channel has been getting a lot of attention because of my 360 lipo BBL journey with Dr. Chang, which I have been gaining so many subscribers. So I want to thank you guys so much for taking the time to subscribe to my channel, as well as taking the time to message me, contact me, comment on my videos, like my videos. That shit does not go unnoticed. I totally appreciate it. I also want to give a huge shout out to everybody who's been giving me a lot of love. I appreciate it so much. I absolutely enjoy meeting all these different girls from all these different states, and just connecting and really like getting to know each other throughout this whole process. So I just want to say thank you guys so much for all the love I've been getting. It's so appreciated. I also want to say any women who have come across my videos who have been thinking about getting cosmetic surgery or just need guidance or questions, please do not hesitate to contact me on my personal social media, which you can contact me on Instagram at speakofsmalls. You can also contact me on TikTok. I'm on TikTok as well, same thing at speakofsmalls. I have been posting a little bit about my BBL journey on there as well, and I'm also on Facebook at Talia Smalls as well. So you can contact me on any of those platforms, or you can just comment down below and let me know any questions that you may have about this journey. Pretty much I have shown you guys what I went through from start to finish throughout my surgery, but this video I feel like is very, very important. And I feel like it's even more informational on what you've seen, and it's gonna answer all those questions that you may have asked me, all those questions that you may have had on this journey. So this is the big Q&A, you guys. I'm actually really excited to do this video because I have gotten amazing questions and I'm so excited to answer them for you guys. Overall, I've gotten about 40 questions that I have been able to break it and answer because some of them were the same. But I am gonna do 2 parts to this video because it is a lot of questions and I want to provide you guys with a lot of detail. And I'm gonna try not to talk too much, but I can't control myself because I get so excited. So I am really gonna try to just get straight into it. So I want to cut it off. I don't want to make this video way too long because I personally hate lengthy videos. So without further ado, let's get into this Q&A. But before you watch this Q&A, please make sure you watch all my other vlogs on this topic. So make sure you watch part 1, part 2, and part 3 of my journey. Just because you're gonna watch this, and if you haven't seen any of those videos, I recommend you to see that because you're gonna be completely lost. Okay, so all of these questions have been asked on Instagram. I did a poll on a question poll, Instagram, Facebook, and also all the questions I've been getting on my YouTube channel. So they're all gonna be answered for you guys today. So grab yourself some wine, some coffee, some soda, whatever you want to drink, and let's get into that Q&A. Guys, I have marked my month post-op. So this Friday, I will actually be 5 weeks, y'all. 5 weeks. I just want to show you how I'm looking because I'm excited. So this is how I am looking, you guys. This is the front of my body. Here we have a side view of my body, and then we're gonna do this side, and this is how my booty is looking. So it's getting nice and soft. I am wearing my faja. It's very important you wear your faja at all times. So yeah, and if you're wondering where I got these super cute sweatpants, they are actually from my boutique, Slay Boutique 01. You can follow us on Instagram if you want a pair for after you get your booty done. I do all different types, customized. They're just 20 bucks, so you can slide into my DMs and order yourself a pair. But yeah, so far I'm loving my results, y'all. I cannot complain. Everything about my body is so beautiful, and then wearing the faja just keeps enhancing my body even more. Like, my body changes every single day. Every day. So I just want to show you guys real quick. Let's get into the video. Okay, so I have broken down all the questions kind of like by category. So again, I'm only doing half of these questions in one video, and then the rest I'll do it in the second video, so it's just not too long. So I've broken it down in questions about recovery, questions about surgery, questions about pain, questions about process, financial questions, and random questions. So it's a lot of questions. A lot of them were kind of the same, a lot of them were different. So we're gonna start off with questions about surgery, because I feel like that's the most important thing. Even though if you've seen part 1, part 2, part 3, you've kind of already know who I went to, where I went, how much I paid, whatever. But I want to break it down into more detail. So let's begin with questions about surgery. So first question is, where did you go? So I went to Miami, Florida, and I got it done with Dr. Chang, which his full name is Oliver Chang. Dr. Chang, he is a licensed cosmetic surgery, licensed cosmetic surgery guy. Like, he's fully licensed, he has his board certification, like he's legit. Like, he's not like a lot of these doctors don't really be having that shit. He has all his shit. I think he has over 7 years of experience, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe I am mistaken, but I know he has a lot of experience in cosmetic surgery. So that is where I went to, and the facility that I went to was Spectrum Aesthetics. That's also located in Miami, Florida. Second question is, what did you get done? So I got 360 lipo, which 360 lipo is basically they are removing fat from whatever area you want. So for me, I got it done in my stomach, my love handles, my whole back, and I got it transferred to my butt and my hips. So they took that same exact fat they took from my stomach, from everywhere I wanted it out, and they put it in my butt and they put it in my hips. So it's basically 360 lipo and BBL, which is Brazilian butt lift. Third question is, how long is recovery? So recovery for me, from what I've been told by Dr. Chang, it's about 6 months to a year. So you become fully recovered after a year, but there are certain things that you have to do for 6 months. So I'm just gonna say recovery is about 6 to a year, six months to a year. So like 6 months is definitely like you have to wear your faja for 6 months, like all day, every day for 6 months. He said even continue to wear it even after. Like, you should always wear your faja. Like, instead of paying to go get sculpted somewhere, your faja sculpts you. Just wear your damn faja. And then they say a year for you to start feeling, normal, like you're not in pain. Because they say even after 6 months, you still feel weird about your body. Like, your stomach still feels tight, your butt still feels tight. So I'm gonna say that. How is or was the recovery? So the recovery for the first, I'm gonna say like the first week of surgery wasn't bad. Of course, the first 2 days, the first day was excruciating. It's a lot of pain. You're in a lot of pain. You're in a lot of pain. If you saw my video, you're in a lot of pain. But it gets better. It totally gets better. Trust me. So the first week, after the first day, like the first day of my recovery, like I slept when I got home, when you guys saw my husband putting me in the bed. I got up, I started walking around, I fed myself, I laid down a little bit, I talked to people, like I called my family, and I went back to bed. It's just certain things in the recovery that make it super, super hard. And then how, like the first week, I mean, it's not that bad. And then when you get home, it's not that bad either. Like, every day you feel so much better, especially when you get your massages and they're draining you. You feel so much better. Like, every time I would leave after my drainage, I felt so good. Like, I wanted to go out, walk around, like I felt great. But everybody's body is different. Everybody's body is different. Everybody's pain tolerance is different. And how is recovery? So right now, I feel great. Recovery has been good. I'm 5 weeks post-op, so I'm still not able to sit down. I'm still not able to lay on my back. I'm still not able to lay on my side. And there's gonna be people who are gonna tell you, oh, but you can do it. Like, you can sit down. Like, just do. No, sorry. I don't listen to anybody. Especially if your body looks, like trash. So I'm not listening to you. I'm listening to my doctor, and if my doctor told me not to sit directly on my butt for 6 to 8 weeks, I'm gonna do that. So I barely even use my BBL pillow either. So that's like the only challenge in recovery, is not being able to sit down, because it makes it more harder, it makes it more uncomfortable. Like, my legs hurt more, my heel hurts more, sleeping is super uncomfortable sometimes. So you always have to find a really good spot to feel good to sleep in. Overall, recovery has been super great. It's not that bad. It gets better every day. Trust me, every day it gets better. This question is actually really funny. How did you choose your butt size? Do you even choose it? LOL. So, no, you don't choose your butt size. Like, they don't have like a chart of like what you want your butt. So, really with Chang, like, I didn't have to choose, like some girls will take pictures of what they want to look like, but I don't know, like, he kind of like molds your body. Like, he molds your butt to your body so it matches. So like for me, I knew that I didn't want like a huge ass, but then but I also knew that I didn't want it to be too natural. Like, I wanted you, like, if you knew me, like, I wanted you to notice, oh, okay, I think she got her ass done. Because I mean, hello, like, you don't want to look way too natural. For me, that's how I felt. And then also, I already had a butt in a way. Somewhat because after I saw myself fully naked in them pictures that they take, I was like, Lord Jesus, did I look like that? So I kind of knew, like, this is how I wanted to look. And he kind of goes over like, what are you looking for? And I told him, I don't want to be like too like extravagant, but I also don't want to look too natural. So he gave me his opinion and he said, okay, well, you know, what we're gonna do is we're gonna go full extravagant like right now, and then while you start recovering, it'll go to the butt that you wanted, which is exactly how it's looking. Like, when I first got out of surgery, my ass was super, super, super huge. It was so swollen, it was so big, and then it started going down to where it is right now. So no, you don't choose your butt size, but every doctor is different. You can take a picture of what you want, but definitely Chang molds your ass to fit your body so it doesn't look ridiculous. I mean, you can definitely say, hey, I want the biggest ass possible. He's gonna get you there, but that's not what. Question number 4 about surgery is, does lipo help you be more snatched than just a BBL would? So just to correct the question, so in order for you to get a BBL, you need to get lipo. So yeah, lipo is gonna get you snatched. But the question is, does lipo help you be more snatched than a BBL would? Yes, because in order for you to get a BBL, you need lipo. Now, granted, you don't have to get lipo in your stomach. You can get lipo in your thigh, your arms, your chin, anywhere that there's fat, you can get lipo from. But in order to be snatched, you need lipo. And in order to get a BBL, you need fat to transfer to your butt. So that question is a yes or no. So I hope I answered your question. So that's it for questions about surgery for this video. We're gonna go into questions about process. Was, how long did you have this planned? Like, no, you wanted to do surgery. So I actually had this planned for 2 years now. I was supposed to get surgery back in 2019 with Dr. Chang. Like, I had it booked, I paid my deposit and everything, but my doctor did not medically clear me because of my iron. So I would say about 2 years I had this plan. So even though my surgery didn't happen 2 years ago, I knew that I was still gonna go. So then I ended up booking everything and getting myself situated in August of 2020. Is, how long was the process for you from your consultation till your actual surgery? So my consultation took about a week for them to get back to me with, you know, what the rate and everything would be into my actual surgery. So I mean, for me, it took only 3 months because I contacted them in August and I wanted my surgery like in October. So it wasn't that long. Now, it really all depends when you want your surgery. I can't tell you the consultation it can take a while. Like, once I submitted them my photos, it took about a week for them to get back to me with, you know, what the doctor recommends, whatever. And then to surgery, I mean, it's whatever your surgery is from the date that you set your surgery. So for me, it was only about a 3, almost 4 month process from start to finish. And the third one is, how did you find your doctor and how long did you research before you found the one? So how did I find my doctor? So I heard about Dr. Chang from 2 people that had went to him. I really didn't research other doctors. I mean, I did. I researched Dr. Chang and then Dr. Williams. They're both in Miami and they're both kind of like top in Miami. And they're both affordable in a way. For me, they're affordable. So I really it didn't take me long to research. Like once I looked at Dr. Chang and I looked into him, you know, I checked if he had his actual board certifications, I looked at any deaths, you know, how the facility is, whatever. And then I looked into Dr. Williams too, but I didn't look too much into Dr. Williams because I always really loved Dr. Chang's results. And what I liked about him too was like he's young, so I don't know, in a way, like I feel comfortable, like I feel like more relatable than other surgeons who are a little bit more on the older side, just because young doctors know what's in. They're open to change and they're open to, you know, I don't know, I don't want that to come off wrong, but I just felt more comfortable with him, you know, seeing him. He's young, you know, when they're more young, they're more driven, they're more motivated. So I don't know. And I heard a lot of great things, a lot of good reviews on him. So it didn't really take me long. I would say it took me about a month, and I set stone that I wanted him, and then somebody that I knew went to him, and after she came back and I saw her results, I was like, yeah, I'm definitely gonna go with him then. So I booked everything that same year and I stuck with him. I never changed. And then this year I looked, before I got my surgery, I looked into Dr. Chang, but then I also looked into Dr. Williams too. But nah, Chang, he got me all the way. So here are some only one financial question for this video. How long did you save or make surgery a financial priority? So I didn't save for my surgery because I always had like that lump sum that I knew I was gonna use for surgery. So like back in 2 years ago when I was supposed to go, I had that lump sum already put aside. So when it didn't work out, I just kept that money and just whatever, you know, I just kept it. I didn't use it because I know I was gonna do surgery. But I like the financial priority because a lot of people think that, oh, you just save up for the surgery and that's it. No. It's a lot more into that. So I started making surgery, even though I paid a huge lump sum at first, but I still kept the rest in my savings account. So every month I started just knowing like, okay, I'm not gonna start spending money I don't need, because one, you need money to take out there with you. You know, you need money for transportation. If you're staying in an Airbnb or recovery home, you need money for that. You know, you need money if you're gonna rent a vehicle. You also need money out there. You have to pay for your own prescriptions. You know, if you wanna buy extra things like a board or a backboard or foams and all that, you need money for that. As well as when you come back home, you need money to get your massages, to buy more fajas, to buy more things for, you know, your recovery or even for your surgery. There's things that you need to get for surgery. So I started making my surgery a priority. I'm gonna say a month because I already had the money saved up. So I'm gonna say a month before my surgery is when I started saying, all right, you know what? We're gonna stop spending unnecessary money and we're gonna start putting money away or getting ready for, you know, my surgery. So I would say, yeah. But there's people that I know that have gotten surgery or that are in the process of getting surgery and they don't have that big lump sum. So every month they just save money, and you know, you should be able to figure out the math. So if you know you have $6,000 and you're only gonna put down $1,000, figure out how much you need to pay a month until that time comes. Here are kind of like some random questions that I got. So one random question was, were you scared? So yes, I was petrified. I was so scared. I was scared the moment I booked my appointment. I was scared when I got to Miami. I was scared when I met him. I was scared for my pre-op. I was scared for the day of surgery. I was scared, especially me. Like, I think the worst. So I think one of the things that always got me so scared was me dying, because that's the first thing people are gonna put in your head. Like, oh my God, like what if you die, or what if you don't wake up, or there's so many people dying nowadays from that shit. Look, there's so many ways you could die. Okay, you can get in a car and die. Like, I'm so sorry, but I'm just trying to be really blunt. So that was one of my biggest fears, was like, I don't want to die. You know, I don't want to lay on this table. I don't want to get up. I hate getting put under. I don't want to get put under and then I don't wake up from that shit. Like, I have kids, like, you know. Yeah, I was fucking scared, you know. Especially like the 2 weeks before my surgery, I was a complete mess. Like, I don't want to cry, but like, I was just so emotional, bro. I was like a bitch. I remember I was like always like spazzing out for no reason. I was so stressed out. I was so angry, and I didn't know what the fuck, why was I angry? And it was just my hormones, you know, like just thinking about everything. And then especially the week before my surgery was terrible for me. I was going through so much shit with my doctor. And then for me, you know, like I had the iron issue, so I was scared for that. Like I didn't want to bleed out or need a blood transfusion. So yeah, man, I was so scared. But I feel like for me, like what made me feel a little bit better was the day I met him, which you meet him on the day of your surgery, because you're gonna meet the doctor who's about to, you know, do your surgery. So when I met Dr. Chang, like he made me feel so good. We talked about personal things, and then, you know, we went right into it, and he just made me feel so comfortable, and he definitely made me feel like he knew what he was doing, you know. And I liked it because he was super professional. And then also, like, what helped too, like the day of my pre-op, when you're ready for them to start measure, like, you know, taking your weight, you meet so many amazing girls who are either getting surgery the same day as you, you know, with the same doctor. And then you just talk to these women, and these women like make you feel, you know, because like you have actually someone who's about to go through this with you, understanding like the fear, understanding what you're about to undergo, you know. So it was like you connected on a whole different level. So that also made me feel good. But you know, I don't want to scare nobody, but like the day when after he left, anesthesia came in and just introduced himself to me. He wasn't very welcoming. He was okay. Let me not be that person. You know, he put the IV in me, and he started giving me fluids. And then he came in, and he was like, all right, you know, you ready? Like, let's go. I'm about to cry. Because I just like, I can't believe like I really did this, you know. I really did this. Anyway, so he came in the room, and I text my husband, and I text my sister-in-law, and I text my sister. And I just told them like, I'm about to go in. Like, I love you. And I had a picture of my sister. I had a twin sister that she passed away 7 years ago, and I prayed to her. I had her picture with me, and I left it. I put everything in my bag, and we walked back. And I remember walking back, and I saw all the tools that they were gonna use on me. And he was just like, all right, lay down on the table. You know, I didn't even have time to like observe the operating room. And like I thanked this lady. There was a lady there that I think she's just like an assistant. And she was like, she spoke to me in Spanish, and she was like, you know, how are you? And I told her, you know, pregunto, sabe, estoy un poquito nerviosa, which means I'm a little nervous. And she was like, you have nothing to worry about. You are in good hands. And that, oh my God, that made me feel so good, you know. And I lay down in the table, and they ripped like your pant. They put like this plastic panty on you, ripped it off. He told me to put my hands out. He strapped my hands in, and he was like, all right, you know, you're gonna feel a little weird sensation in your body. It's just the anesthesia. So he basically like told me like, all right, you're about to get put to sleep. So I just started praying, you know. I was praying to God. I was praying to my sister, like, you know, please give me the strength. Please, like, give me the strength that you had. And, you know, my heart was racing, and I wanted to cry, but like I didn't cry. I wanted to be really strong. And that was it, you know. I went to sleep, and when I woke up, I think I was more scared when I woke up than when I went to bed. So yeah, I was really scared, you know. And I remember that when I woke up that morning to take a shower, and I was about to leave the hotel with my husband, like I just hugged my kids, and I kissed them, and I told them that I love them. Cause you just don't know. You don't know. So I'm definitely grateful to be here today. I'm definitely grateful that, you know, like I pulled through, and I'm so proud of myself for doing this. And it's just like, that shit feels like it was just, I mean, it was just like yesterday, but it feels so real still. And it's like I could still feel that fear I had in me, you know? So I think when women tell me like, oh, I'm scared to get this done, like I'm scared, and yo, like I feel you, like you don't understand, I feel you, okay? But you're gonna be fine. You're gonna be fine, okay? Just listen to the rules that they give you. You know, don't do stuff you're not supposed to do before surgery. Don't drink, don't smoke. When they tell you to stop, you need to stop. Have faith, take care of yourself, you know, and just be strong, you know, be strong. And it'll, you know, it'll be worth it, bro. Trust me, it'll be so worth it. I do not regret absolutely nothing that I did. I don't regret it. The day of surgery, I did not once did that shit come out of my mouth that I regretted it, because I knew that the end results were gonna be amazing. I trusted my doctor. I believed in him, you know. I knew I was in good hands. I really, really did. I knew I was. So it made me feel so much better. And I just feel like Dr. Chang is super careful. He knows what he's doing. He knows what he was talking about. So it just made me feel so much more confident. So much more confident. So I feel like when you have a really good doctor and you get to know them and their background, like you'll feel better. And you know, that made me feel good. So let's go on to the next question. Okay, and that does it for part 1 of the Q&A. I hope that answered some of your questions. There's still a lot of questions that I am going to be answering, and I will be doing that video tomorrow. It's not gonna be uploaded tomorrow though, because this will be uploaded in a couple days. Anyway, so just be on the lookout. If you have any questions that have not been answered in this video, comment down below and let me know so they can be answered in the next video, because that will be the last Q&A that I will be doing on my surgery. But other than that, that's all I got for you guys today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video as much as I did. I'm sorry if I got emotional and I made you cry. But you know, I can't help it. I'm a big ass crybaby. Don't forget to follow me on social media, you guys, again, at Speak of Smalls. If you have any questions about more of my surgery, or if you just want to connect and, you know, keep up with my journey, feel free to hit me up on Instagram. Thank you guys again. Have a great rest of your day, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.